Yo, yo, yo. It's been a while, man. I missed y'all. Miss me too, man. Welcome back to Teray. Here we are again with another interesting episode. I have with me right now my own very own cousin, Shanae, and she has been experiencing uh, some un some uncomfortable events in her where she live at. Shanae, tell us where you live at.
I live in the Cedar Pond townhomes on the southwest side of Cedar Rapids.
How long have you been?
A little bit over 2 years now.
Look at me. You say a little bit over 2 years.
Yes.
How you like it?
Well, I was really excited to move into the apartments because I always thought that it was a nice place to stay. But when I first moved here, I started to notice that I was kind of being harassed by some of the neighbors over in the area. At first, I just brushed it off because people got the right to sit on their porch and do whatever. But um, it started to get worse.
So you say you've been here for 2 years, about 2.5 years, right? And so how long had you been here before the harassment initially
As
started?
soon as I moved here.
As soon as you moved here?
Yes.
Tell me about the first incident as best as you can remember.
So, um, I'm the person that like all the holidays and all the things that people like to decorate and stuff with. So I started decorating my house, the outside of my house, for different occasions like Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of the above. And that triggered some people um, in the area. Why I don't know, but it did. And so that made them very uncomfortable. And at first, I just was trying to be friends with them because I just thought that maybe that what the problem was, but it turned out that it was not the problem for me. I was technically being bullied and harassed at this point.
So you said it sort of triggered some people uh, as best as you can explain it. So tell me a little bit about that.
So I was getting things like um, you know people, they was I was dressing up the outside and people were talking to me over in the Cedar Pond townhomes and they was like, oh, those are nice, but I had people tell me, oh, my husband don't do holidays. Um, it was just like, oh, you trying to outdo us. And it was never that. It was just like that was just the things that I liked that made me happy with my children and my home.
So let's be clear. You said that somebody had a problem with your decorations because her husband didn't celebrate the holidays,
Yes.
and then you feel like they were uh, feeling kind of threatened
Yes.
because you do your holiday thing
Yes.
and you do it, right?
Yes.
Okay. What happened with that situation?
I stopped doing it because that's what When, I guess I had never been in the whole thing. I always got along with people, so I didn't actually know that I was being targeted, and so I stopped decorating it just to keep down the commotion and the drama. But that only made it worse because once I did that, it just triggered them to bother me even more.
Right, because as we know, bullies uh, they get worse. When you try to, hey, I don't want no problems or anything like that, bullies always tend to get worse. They see that as a sign of weakness, and then it generally tends to get worse. You was telling me a little bit about some of the things. For example, you was telling me about when you come outside. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh my God! Today is like one of the beautiful days. Y'all don't know. I haven't saw like I used to do. Usually when I'm out here talking to my family, they riding up like I'm committing a crime. Like I'm not allowed to live over here or be over here. And as you can see, this is where I live at. And they let me know way ahead of time that I was not welcome over here. They had been trying to get me from over here, and they did it by trying to bully.
One of the things you was telling me about that I take notice is that when you're renting from someone, they're supposed to give you a like a 24-hour notice that they're going to come in your home. Tell me a little bit about your experiences with that.
So I always been a person that like to keep my house tidy. And so when I moved here, I was excited. So I'm cleaning up. I'm doing all nice things that we like to do as clean up. And so when you come to my house, I wanted you to take off your shoes or put on boot covers or shoe covers. So I actually bought the shoe covers for them to put on. And so they will have. I think that kind of triggered them a little bit. They was like, basically, we ain't putting on no shoe covers. They ain't say that. Just every time they came to my house, they never wore them.
Even though you had already bought them, so
Yes.
it really wasn't too much of an inconvenience for them to use them because you supplied them.
Yes. One incident was they will you will request for something to be some maintenance work to be fixed into your home, and they would give you a Monday through Thursday notice to come in, not a 24-hour notice, a Monday through Thursday. I had a problem with that because I'm like, that's against the law. So because I had a problem with that, I was targeted for that too. So everything that
So basically, based on their notice, they would give you a notice that says, "Yo, we're going to be in here anytime between today and next week, sometime. You'll never know when we're going to come in, but legally, you're supposed to know when they're coming in so that you can be there if you need to be there, right?"
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, Later on, I'm going to add some pictures uh, that you had shared with me. Tell me a little bit about the incident when they were in your home, but they weren't supposed to be.
So they came in to fix this furnace that I kind of maybe some people kind of oh, by the way, thanks to responding to the message that I sent yesterday. It was due to like some type of little gas leak in my home. Carbon dioxide, I don't know what it is, but the gas company here wanted them to fix a piece that was broken on I guess my furnace. It was in the storage room, the water heat room. That's not my house, and I'm they in the storage room. They got that door open, but they also in my house. And that particular day, they weren't supposed to be in my house, but they went in my house and they knocked this ring down that holds my curtains together. Because I never use this door. I never come in out this door. So they knocked my ring down on the floor and they moved my carpet over. Just a form of bullying.
The kind of what you had showed me, it looked like they had moved the rug from like the bathroom to right outside of the bathroom.
They moved it from the left to the right. So like if it's over, it was all the way over in this corner, and they moved it out its area all the way to the other side of the corner.
And you feel like something that they did feel like uh, uh, you come, you left it here, but you like you going crazy. It's going home. Right?
Yes.
Okay, you said there was also other things like shoe prints. You can tell what people have been walking on, stuff sitting on your bed and stuff like that. A little bit about that for me.
So I'll home and they shoot. They'll be in the living room because I really don't know nobody in the living room. Footprints. They footprints by the way is bigger than us. It's women in this house. And it's a small child. Their feet are like way bigger than ours, and you will see their shoe print on the carpet. And they'll do that because they know that I don't want them to walk on the carpet without no shoes. So they'll do that to trigger me.
Right.
Um,
Which again would be just simply a form of bullying.
yes. Or they'll come in my house and they'll turn my TV on and be watching it for like 30 minutes. And they'll leave it on a movie that I never even saw or watched or I don't know. Just.
So out of the 2.5 years that you've lived here, how often do you just sit out on the porch?
Very, never really.
Why is that?
Because every time I come out here, they try to intimidate me.
What are they doing?
They ride. They got all their little people around, so they'll come and start riding around.
Sorry.
They got all their little people in the area. So they'll get in their cars and they just to ride around. Like you would see like 5 different cars just riding around, circling a little road while I'm sitting out here.
So since I've been sitting out here, you've pointed out several of these cars.
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't just something that is just your imagination, right? This isn't just something that's a figment of your imagination.
That's what they want people to believe. But keep in mind, the people that actually be bullied, and there are people that be bullied, and I was one of them harassed. Those people are really going through those things, and they are not nothing to play with. Um, by the grace of God, I stand strong, and that's what held me together because I would not back down. I knew that I could not give up, and I wasn't gonna give up, and I was gonna fight until I couldn't fight the process no more. I'm also, not a violent person. They tried to find all different types of things to come against me. Um, that they could. They were trying to. They were trying to get me aroused. They were trying to get me to react. So, maybe the police would be called on me, but I never responded to any of those things.
Do you feel safe?
No, I don't. I never felt safe. I also let the city hall building know, the people in the city hall building know that I didn't feel safe. I sent emails, I sent letters, and no one responded.
And here living with you, it's you and how many kids?
It's me and 2 kids. So that's another thing. I'm an easy target because there's no men coming in and out. Um, so I was an easy target. I'm a kind of a loner. I don't socialize with people. I stay to myself, and I was just I was the ring cop. You could, I mean, you got to keep in mind that there's nobody to take up for me. I'm gonna be an easy target, and I was that easy target.
Um, what do you need? What do you want to see happen? What do you need right now?
My heart has always been genuinely good. I don't want to see nobody in trouble. I just basically just want to be left alone with me and my children. We should be able to live over here peaceful just like everybody else live and be comfortable. We shouldn't have to come out and people watching us every move, everywhere I go. It got worse. I couldn't go to parks. I couldn't go to stores.
Explain that.
Um, they kept trying to find ways to trigger me. So like I would go to a park with just me and my 2 kids, and I'll have men in trucks pulling up, watching me, coming close to me, coming in the park, leaving out the park, just a form of bullying. I'll go to the store and they'll be acting like I'm committing crimes, like I'm stealing, or if I'm something is going on with my child, they'll be acting like I'm a bad parent. So they all just turn around and just stare at me, give me like this stare, like I just committed some type of crime. They start following me to work, back and forth to work, and it just was very devastating to have to go through those things.
You just mentioned that that you felt like they were following you back and forth to work. Where do you work at?
I work in Denton.
So that's a pretty long drive. How long does it take you to get to work?
Like 40 minutes.
Like 40 minutes?
It's back roads. So, like, if you get off a highway, you end up running into back roads where it could be just me on those roads.
And that can definitely be a scary situation.
Yes.
For a young lady, especially.
Yes.
That's family. The baby in the street.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Mommy, look at me. Nothing.
Okay.
I said I'm not doing anything. Really, Mom?
Love you too. You were telling me about an incident that happened one time on your way to work, or was it from work?
I was coming home from work. It was roughly like 6:30, 6:40 a.m. in the morning. Um, as I was driving, I noticed that it was a car, a black pickup truck, and it was trailing me. Like it was on the back of my car. I felt like I was driving too slow. So when I got to like a four-way stop sign, I pulled over to my right to because I thought maybe I could just let them go. Well, that truck stopped in the middle of that road and watched me, stared at me, and then when I looked back, it squared off and drove straight off.
Right. That felt threatening.
Yes. They also, we had a thunderstorm, I believe last Friday, and it was a gray pickup truck, and he kept riding back and forth past my job. It made me get a dash cam so that I can be able to record them doing that those incidents.
Right. Hey, you see that garage door open, right? That means the car's coming. Hey, get in.
Go get them.
No, you finna get a sprinkle with this thing. Turn around. Turn around. Better stop.
So this truck is falling behind you. Maybe you're driving too slow. However, at the same time, you have to drive. You're on the back road, so obviously you want to be careful. You know, it's at night, right? It's dark. It's at night. You don't want to drive yourself into a ditch or something similar to that, right? And so the truck is driving really close behind you. You pull over to let him by, and he pulls up alongside of you,
Yes.
stops
To
in the middle of the street,
Yep.
and stares at you for what, 10, 15, 20 seconds?
Yes. Yep.
So that's
Yep.
really a pretty long time,
Yep.
right?
And then drive off.
And then he like not just drives off, but he kind of skirt type.
Yep.
And then there's a time you showed up at work, and what happened on this day?
Um, there tends to be.
Or were you coming to work, or were you leaving work when you saw the truck?
I just got to work.
Okay.
And this particular truck just kept coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And how long have you worked here?
About a little over a month, not that long.
So, in a month's time, though, this is something that you've never seen before. Right. Never seen this truck before. I mean, after about a month, you would know this routine. They drive around that.
So they would target me in Cedar Rapids. When I would go to the parks with my children, and then when they found out where I was working at, they started targeting me at my job.
And some of these incidents, these same vehicles that you're seeing riding around here in Cedar Pond.
Yes.
So it's like way for this to see a truck that you see here in Cedar Pond and Cedar Rapids, all the way out there by your job. Would that be fair to say? And before you spoke with me about this, you talked to other people, and how did that go?
I talked to a lot of people, and I don't know if they was afraid or if they didn't believe me.
But that's how I felt.
It felt like I was by myself in a situation where it was kind of scary at times to just know that you're being targeted by somebody. And,
targeted not for anything that you've done, just for being you.
I haven't done anything because I don't talk to nobody. So I guess I mean maybe that was the reason. I don't know.
In those situations, it's really hard to determine why these things happen. Right? The bully never really has an extent of why they're bullying. You know what I mean? So in these situations, it's really hard to get to that point, right? To figure out why exactly this thing is happening. But I think one of the scariest things is to have nobody that believes you. When you're going through something and you're telling somebody, hey, look, this is what's happening to me. I'm coming home. My furniture is being moved. It's not in the same. I know for a fact I left this lamp on the table. I came home from work and sitting on the floor. Like that is starting to happen. You're explaining this to people and people don't believe you. It's got to be kind of frustrating as well as scary, right?
Yeah. It was like everybody jumped on their side, and it was,
Let me see if I can pull this video up of
Get out of the street.
okay. Just stay over there with them.
have you had a talk with anybody at work at all? Have you spoken?
Yeah. Not none of the head peoples. Just team people that I work with every day because they was, I mean, keep in mind. Of course, later on you got to get strong, but when you first see a car that's um, targeting you, it kind of throw you off. It kind of scare you a little bit. So when I saw the truck, it scared me, and I was talking to people.
Every time I come to my house, this is what it look like. Now, why my rug moved all the way from over there? Why?
Now, so this is the ring here, belongs on the door, right?
Yeah.
So where exactly is this rug? Right behind this door here.
Yep, and it's supposed to be over there on the side where the ring is, but it's on the other wall.
So right here where this ring is, this is where this rug actually belongs.
Yes.
Over here.
Yes.
And then this ring belongs on the door.
Yes.
But
It's a
Every time I come to my house,
right
this
there.
is what it look like.
So you came home from work.
Come here.
No one had been here, right?
No one was
The
there.
kids weren't here or anything.
My kids are too young to be in the house by themselves, so they have to go with me when I leave out.
Okay. Okay. So nobody was here.
No.
So there's no other explanation as to why that rug was moved or that ring was taken off of those curtains.
No.
Have you ever had like maybe a instance or situation where maybe the ring wasn't on correctly, and you know how that thing kind of happens? Has that ever happened?
No.
All right, so you are absolutely sure that that was on there right. There's no way that would have came off unless somebody intentionally took that off.
Yes, because that particular day they was at my door. They was actually in my house that day.
Okay.
The maintenance man was in my house that day.
All right. Let's take a look at another. Let's take a quick look at something else real quick. Go through these quick pictures that you sent me, and I'll explain these pictures and explain what's going on in these pictures for me. So what's happening in this picture right here?
So those are the two maintenance men that work for the Cedar Palm Town Homes. They is at my door. I got a door camera. That's what that was. So they at my door, and
Is this one of the moments when they had given you the 7-day notice or whatever?
And they had already came in.
They had already came in,
right.
And this is them coming back again.
Right. Yes.
All right. How about here? What's this? And it looks like we can see them going in this door back here,
which is my actual house.
And this is your house.
Yes.
But they're not supposed to be going to your house at this time.
No.
They're supposed to be at this door here.
Yes. Fixing the furnace.
Fixing the furnace. So they were here for a furnace call, and they were inside your home instead of out here with the furnace. Oh, it looked like those are all the same pics. I thought I got more than that. All right, looks like I didn't download the other pics, but we know that by this pic itself, in and of itself, that they're obviously going into your place when they should be going into your place. You wasn't home, right? And they were supposed to be in the furnace room in the first place, but instead we can clearly see they're inside your dwelling unit. Have you ever maybe thought that you saw these guys anywhere else outside of just here?
By my mom's house before, but that's as far as they have as far as I know.
Right. There's also one other incident I want to ask you about. You were in Hy-Vee, and there's a video of that we obviously were unable to download so that we can show that video as well. But you was at Walmart, okay, and there was a car like 2 parking spaces down from you or something. And there's a quick video of you filming the car. Tell us a little bit about that.
When I was just
Yeah. We were just looking at it, and like there's a car with a white male sitting in it.
I was at
It looked like you were parked one way, and he was parked in reverse.
Yeah. So we everywhere I go, I'll be in Target. I went to CVS with my oldest daughter, and we were sitting there for a while. Um, she waited for me to go in the store and come back out, so we didn't pull right off. And before we could pull off, we had a car pull up on us and pull in backwards. Like, yeah, we watching y'all. That's the look we get.
That was the feeling that you got from that.
Yes.
Oh,
Hi, son.
hey. Expect to see you. Good. I'm over here selling these cards for football.
Hi, I was wondering if you wanted to buy these food cards for our football team. These will go to our charter buses, food, like team dinners and stuff. They're just $25 if you want to buy.
You can just give a.
I think my wife knows him, so I'll have her get with him later on.
Okay.
You gonna give her one?
I was not expecting to see you here, ain't gonna lie. I thought she'd get the crib.
This is scary stuff, and it's definitely
It's even more scarier when you by yourself.
and people aren't believing you when you're telling that this kind of stuff is happening to you. And as I was telling you before, I can understand, like, being in Iowa, there's a high possibility that you can have these incidents
So
happening from different
the
places.
thing about Iowa is what touches my heart is that I've been here for 27 years, and this have always been a beautiful place to live. Iowa itself, not Cedar Pond, because they got that mixed up the last time. And that's what I meant by it's a beautiful place. I don't mean it's a beautiful place like what it looked like. I mean a beautiful place like you could live and be happy and raise your children. Well, lately they proven that wrong for me and my children. They proven that we no longer want you here in this state. That's how I feel with the targeting and bullying.
So we know that Iowa does in fact have its issues. Uh, that is really something that's bigger than just you, and maybe there's just not enough people speaking out about it.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it because you're not just about to. One thing about in general, they didn't start out by bullying me. They bully somebody else before they bully me. And the more they get away with it, the more you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you don't take up for yourself, and if you let them bully you, they're going to continue to do it.
So as of right now, we're going to hope that we want to bring attention to what's going out, to what's happening to you and your townhomes, right? And we're going to plan the next steps accordingly, right? Hopefully somebody from here see this, and they see that you're not taking these things lightly, and you're talking to people who are also not believe you, first of all. It's actually not going to take these things lightly. So is there anything that you would like to say specifically to people who are involved that may be watching?
Why y'all came for me, I don't know. It's just me and my children in this home. I haven't done anything to nobody. We are allowed to voice our opinions, and y'all try to shush me. But I'm entitled to have my figure of speech just as well as y'all. Y'all have no right to think to bully me. But I will not give up. I will not stop. I allow no one to bully me. And I'm not saying like I'm the baddest person because I'm not. My heart is generally good. But I will not allow nobody to bully me because they own insecurity. All I ask is for y'all to leave me alone. That's it.
And if you are watching and you are part of this incident, I will you're asking right now, you just leave. With that being said, man, I miss y'all, man. I had some technical issues. You know me, I'm always having technical issues. At one point, man, I was all the way without my utensils. But now we're back, man, and you're gonna hear a lot more from me. This is my cousin, Shanae, man. Well, thanks for sitting down and watching me, man. Explaining what's going on with you. I'm glad I can help you bring this out tonight. You know, put some focus on this, put some attention on this. Hopefully, this is the last time we have to talk about this. If not, don't you already know what we're talking about. Full support and whatever we gotta do, by any means necessary. Well, man, it's been good, man. It's hot out here. I'm gonna get up, go find me some AC, get up under, man. Maybe a cool cocktail or two. Who knows? But in the meantime, in between time, man, I will see y'all again. Thanks for hanging out with us right here on the porch.